big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only to find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking off one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll try the run. Runs through the tackle. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. He got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Pressure coming. Unleashes one. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Let's go.
And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying
got that
around,
dog in him.
ball hawking the football.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He leaves it with his back.
That's on me. That's on me.
The afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. 4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Dropping back, it's Rice. Here's a heat, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. It's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Don't care about that shit.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working the middle. And they'll move it and get it to the 47-yard line.
We're going to end up getting that bitch.
Come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Trying play action. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Henderson. They'll run the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ends today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out.
Come on, 3. That's another pick.
That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
That last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the...
Ooh, I got him up.
Touchdown, Florida! Looking for the tie with the extra point. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job. Coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How you're going to finish strong throughout the season. You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer. Getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way to who wins this one.
They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save ahead and just get out of bounds.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Turning it on, and he's still running after the move. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggie!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, it doesn't get much bigger than a couple of top 5 teams going toe-to-toe. Here's the latest on this gigantic showdown. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Henderson. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for second down. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They are backed up, top field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
Man, get the fuck out of here, dog. That nigga wide open.
A big play on first down.
This is what we on today?
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to go up top. Finds a spot in the middle.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Looking to throw for it. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. And the Aggies will have it first and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Rice. A strike downfield. Lots of running room. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. He breaks a tackle. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So he just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Blasted as he lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Skips away from pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That's caught. It's Lawrence. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built up. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Behind the chains now on second and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. Back to throw, it's Rice. Here comes the heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot, and now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious, I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Zings it complete to the right. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Grabbed behind the line. It's Banks. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Bro, what the fuck, dog? That's that shit I be talking about, dog.
Touchdown, Gator! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved.
Hey, man, look, they just didn't let you do you, baby.
This was step one.
Ain't mad at that, baby.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drop. He lets one fly deep. Reels it in down the left side. Hits the crease. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by just 1 over Pittsburgh. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle.
That was nice. I gotta give you that, baby. That was nice, baby.
And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Secondary, I need a better secondary.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get one
credit
after the
with
catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone.
Oh, the ball's out on the return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster.
That nigga almost let that big go, huh?
Return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Gets him away
Well, if I had my other nigga, he was gone.
And
If he was out here, he was gone.
This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great...
Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Might break that up.
So now it's
If everybody block on man, he might just...
From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down, looking for more. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. To the air, it's Rice. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete.
He was wide open, baby.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country. Getting first downs, that running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He has the first and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left.
Oh, my
He
gosh.
missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Second and 10. He'll throw again. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move there.
I need everybody put their man up.
All the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got on the run.
Walker.
Running inside the 20. Touchdown Gators. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Lawrence. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Makes the catch. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on first and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. At the 45 on its way. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Texas A&M going up tempo. To the air, it's Rice. Under fire. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And this defense has had enough. They've been burned by this guy one too many times already in this game. They've been trying to make the adjustments on the sideline and in the locker room, and finally they're able to get to him. And they did it because all 11 guys were on the same.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Jukes his way for more. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down with touchdown Aggies. 6-4 points.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man, it's Henderson. Sweet cut there. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's caught. Smashes ahead. He's going to be involved, but not before he gets it to midfield. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to fire. He lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance.
Shit. Damn, all my running backs getting hurt.
Great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Back to throw, it's Rice. Here's the pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Hauls it in. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country, and that time making a nice tackle before.
Makes the grab past the marker. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Give to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So an 82-yard drive there. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Gotta make that play, you right there. You right there. You gotta make that play.
From the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Cotton. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Henderson. It's complete. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. And the Gators line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Palmer.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop him.
The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Vincent. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Quick strike complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
So my niggas get hurt left and right.
Frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
The official says no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line...
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff to the single running back. Plows through the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, it's Henderson. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense takes matters into its own hands. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
28.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on
Trey.
On this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Yeah, he's trying to get up there.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Asher. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Ramsey.
That's not on me, that's on the left side.
Chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Spins away from the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Gators back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Fires on the move.
Oh, he caught that bitch. Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do for your squad, baby. I ain't mad at it.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throwing that touchdown pass.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass.
Thank you.
The pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early.
Worried about that boy, ain't? That nigga worried about that boy.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Rice. Working that left side now. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Ooh.
Ball's incomplete, but
that nigga didn't jump.
The defender was right there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice game. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Powers forward, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end.
I love it. Defense not surprised, right? Like 4 verticals. This is a play when you want to take a shot down the field. They're ready for it. They got the big lead. They know the pass is coming. Really smart defense.
Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Henderson.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get home.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Nice
catch
there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Gators are threatening in the red zone. The corners are walked up tight. Reads it, fires complete. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism.
He's got it, 1st down and more.
So he has to stay there.
Gator. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. The guys with the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I'm just going to give them reps.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Touchdown, Aggie! Quick strike through the air for the score. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Complete to the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Asher. Right on the money. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Using the quick game.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Vincent. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. Setting up the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
We'll give the defense credit there on 3rd down. It almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough for a 1st down. Now they've got a chance to get off the field.
Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Gets it out fast. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incomplete. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rushes on him. Finds him out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Rice. He fires to the left side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more play to pad the stats. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely